Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Squad, episode 101. Will we start the episode with a song? Yes.
Tremendous.
Welcome. Episode 101. Room 101. Do you remember that show?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it? After 100? Me.
Room 101?
Do you remember that show?
No.
Would be a great podcast these days. You pick like things that you hate, and Room 101 was like this little, they had a little conveyor belt going through a door into like basically like the bin essentially. Do you remember this?
No.
They would, yeah. So you would go.
Sounds like a Channel 4 show, was it?
Might have been. I think so. But you go on there with like, a list of gripes that you have, and they discuss whether or not and decide with the audience whether it goes into Room 101.
So like all your biggest fears?
Well, it can be anything. People, it could be like, so up next, what else have you got a problem with? And they'd be like, parking attendants. And then the person you would discuss with the host how annoying they are. And then they'd be like, what do we think, guys, in the Room 101? And everyone's like, yeah, well, fuck them. And it would go zzz in the fucking thing.
So you just land in the room and there's a parking attendant there?
No. It's just an idea. So you just go on. It's like a chat show, right. And you talk about things that piss you off.
Right. Okay.
And then it's like it goes out to the audience because some of them might be like slightly irrational. So you might go, I hate fucking watermelon, and then you put your case forward, and then the guy's like, nah, I quite like watermelon. What does the crowd think? And they're like, nah, we love it. And he goes, it doesn't go into Room 101.
See, I was thinking it was a lot more sinister.
Where you fight a parking attendant.
Yeah, like there's one there. See if you can beat his on. Room 101.
Oh, like a confront your fears type of way?
Yeah. Or like if I went on there and I was like, fuck, I hate dogs.
Yeah.
And then I go into Room 101 and it's full of fucking cicadas.
Well, if that was the case, and there's a crowd, you leave it up to the crowd, they'd want to see the reaction.
Oh yeah, they want to see you shit yourself.
If you went on and went, I'm shit scared of clowns, I'd be like, send them in.
Yeah.
And then you have to go in with a clown.
No group of people are more blood hungry than a game show audience.
Oh yeah.
They want to see you gamble. They want to see you fall.
They'd be like, kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him. But it would be a great podcast nowadays.
Yeah.
In fact, listen, who ever put that out, Channel 4? Who was on that? Angus Deaton? Is he dead? He might be in Room 101. I'm not sure, but great idea for a podcast.
Angus Deaton sounds like a dead guy.
Just a list of shit that pisses you off, and then you get to put your case forward, and then they decide whether it goes in or not.
Well, let's workshop it now.
Okay.
Room 101.
Yeah.
What would be in your Room 101?
Immigrants. No.
Just put in a whole pile of hotel maids.
Yeah.
Just Uber Eats drivers.
I know. You can tell I've been red pilled by most of my algorithm.
Oh yeah.
No, what would be on mine? Oh geez, it's one of them things. It's such a constant flow. I would really need to sit down and think about all the things that fuck me off.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, recent one because it's fresh in my memory. Paying for air at a filling station. When you need to put air in your tire, and you go, we accept pounds and 50p's, and you put fucking a pound in there, and you get about 15p's worth of air.
So why would we put that into the room?
You would put forward the case. You would be like, listen, the only time you're going for the air is in drastic circumstances. You got a slow puncture, you need to fill it up to get it to the tire shop, or you got screaming kids in the back, and you're like, listen, just for all the money I just spent in this gaff, just have the air machine be free.
Yes.
That's what I'd like.
Yeah. I'd love to be on a game show, I would love to.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility.
In fact, if we're talking like, and I think I've said this before, but like, I just want to be the host of Family of Fortunes. That's all I want. That's all I think about.
Yeah.
I want Vernon K. Spot. I don't even know if it still is Vernon anymore.
What one does Steve, what's his name, do? With the teeth?
The Magician Man?
No. Steve Harvey.
Oh, Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Family Feuds. It's the US version of Family Fortunes. Yeah,
that one's way funnier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he's all like sassy.
Name 5 things that you want to put on your face, and this has got 9-year-old
pussy.
Wrong. And he's like, God damn.
And he just does this march away. Yeah. Every time that man marches, the crowd pops.
He's got, as if he doesn't know the marches, the walk-off isn't coming, like.
Yeah.
Because the questions are so loaded.
Yeah.
Aren't they, like?
Oh, yeah. No, they do it in badness. Harvey knows this is a question I can walk off to.
Yeah.
And the crowd's going to fucking lose their knickers every time.
I absolutely lost my knickers. Gotta be careful in that accent, don't you? How was your trip back from the States this time?
Oh, Jesus, absolute teleportation.
Yeah.
Although I will say, it is funny how, whenever you wake up from a nap, you just don't give a fuck about anything. Mm-hmm. And you can get quite nasty, is what I find I can be whenever I wake up from a nap, if I wake up from a slumber.
Fuck off.
And I woke up on the plane and turbulence was hitting. Like, the turbulence woke me up.
Yeah.
I looked around the plane, everyone was panicking. Yet again, second plane I've been on in a month where someone's praying. Someone's giving the full, hands together, And I just went back to sleep. I just kind of accepted death. And I was just like, well, sure, if we go down, we go down. I'm going back for a kip.
That's the way to be. That's the way to be, is just be like, this is completely out of my control.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what freaks people out. We flew to Spain there, and there was a woman with she was opening, she was literally opening prayers on the phone, and then taking out the wee fucking... the wee hardcore Catholic, laminated thing with a coin in it.
Where's the time?
You know what I mean? She was bent double the whole time, just praying. You're like, you're on a 2-hour flight to Alicante here.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
What is that? Is that like a wee Christ coin?
It's is that a miraculous medal? Or?
Some sort of saint thing.
Some sort of, it's probably like a patron saint of aerospace. The patron saint
of aerospace.
St. Boeing. The fucking. Please don't let this fucking. But sure, the fucking, see, to be fair, I hate flying, and I quite enjoy a takeoff, and I quite like the relief of them going, put your belt on, we're landing. And everyone's like, that's the most dangerous bit. But see the fucking just flying through the air, which is absolutely the safest bit, which it rumbles and people freak out. No, that's a bit does my head in.
Yeah.
I'd be praying too.
Outlaw beside me, having an absolute party.
Oh, yeah.
Having an absolute party. There was 3 seats. I got the window seat this time, which I don't like that.
No, nightmare.
Because I'm full of piss all the time.
Yeah.
And there was a gap in between us, so we had a seat kind of to separate us, and then she was on the other end. And whenever I woke up from my slumber, she had ordered 3 bottles of wine.
Respect.
And a whole deck of Benson and Hedges. They came over and gave her a whole sleeve of Benson and Hedges. Yeah. So there was literally 8 boxes of Benson and Hedges, this wee thing, and she just had it. She had her tray down, 3 things of wine, pouring away at it, and then just staring at the Benson and Hedges, basically being like, I can't wait till this thing fucking touches tarmac. So I can get tucked into one of these Bensons.
Wheels down, bounds up. Old Bensons are rough. I remember buying them back in the day just for the novelty.
They're an old boy / doll fag.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
That is black belt smoking. That's whenever your lungs are already tar,
Do you know what it strikes me as? Sort of well off old boy.
Aye.
Old boy goes to the golf club, never picked up a club in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drinks fucking brandy.
Oh, well, the total of this cart had to have been about £200.
Oh, what?
Stoll was having 3 Sky Sauvignon Blancs and a deck of Benson.
See, flying out of Alicante that time, they have a sales team ready at the tobacco bit.
Yeah.
It's not just, do a bit of perusing and be like, we'll pick up a pack of Lamberts for such and such. They have a squad ready for these Brits to walk in and be like, give me fucking, and they got them ready, bagged up and everything.
Yeah.
They know that's the main reason most people are going there.
Yeah, I mean, all the boys that are out in Australia at the minute, whenever they come home, they stop in Dubai.
Yeah.
And they do a fag run there.
Yeah.
And the boys will bring them back, and they're like cigarettes where you pop the middle and it's basically a vape.
Yeah.
Taste of cherry.
Yeah, I think they're illegal here now, are they?
I don't know.
They're fresh bursts.
Yeah.
Class.
Just smuggling them flat.
I missed all that business.
Yeah.
Tell us about Bill Burr before I forget.
Oh, I was fucking mad.
Listen to this motherfucker.
I was doing a don't tell. Can I have a dick pouch?
This is living the life.
Thank you.
I gave Boyle one of them the other night, and he was like, fucking hell, fucking stingy, fucking AI nicotine. And he goes, and what's in what? I was like, have you ever had these nicotine pouches? And he goes, and what's in it? And I'm like, nicotine. That's it.
No, I was doing don't tell, which is they're kind of all over the place, and it's secret lineup, secret venue. You buy a ticket, you find out day off the show where it's going to be. And I just went down to the gig, and I'm in the back green room, and I'm just sort of chilling out, looking over a set, being like, right, 10 minutes, handy enough, whatever. And then the guy Lucas comes up to me, who runs the show, the Stone Man, and he goes,
Stone Man?
Yeah, Lucas Stone, his name is.
All right.
And
I thought it was more about his demeanour.
he said to me, he goes, oh no, Hido. Man's high-do, God love him.
Yeah.
And this here was a high-do event.
Yeah.
So he was just like a rocket the whole night. And he's got floppy hair too, so when he's nervous, it flops about. It's very funny. And the snowman's fucking flopping away or whatever. And he comes up to me and he goes, Aaron, he's like, listen, Bill Burr's coming tonight. And I was like, fucking right? Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. Listen, I don't know when he's coming, when he's going on, but like, just be ready. Like, I might have him going at any time. And I was like, yeah, sweet, 100%. And then this guy, Jared, goes on first. And then I'm supposed to go on next. And Lucas, he flops over and he goes, Aaron, listen, man, Bill wants to go up right now. And I was like, in what world would I have a problem with that? Yeah. Like as if I'm going to go, tell him to wait 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I'm like,
no,
yeah.
it's on principle. He can fucking wait.
So I'm like, yeah, obviously work away, 100%. And Bill Burr then comes into the back at the side and he looks over me and he's like, hey man, sorry for bumping you. And I was like,
fucking is right.
Don't worry about it, whatever. And then he's like, are you Irish? And I was like, yeah, I just moved here last year. And he's like, cool, man, cool. And then I was like, trying to make small talk. And I was just like, how long are you in town for? Whatever. And he goes, I'm doing like a show on Broadway. So I'm here to like fucking June, whatever. Then they call him on. And I'm just watching him from the side.
Hard.
And I bricked the entire time just watching a master at work. And I was just watching him and he's trying out these new bits. And he had some bit. He's just released a special too, so these are all fresh. Yeah. And he's doing some bit about, it was like about black excellence. And the audience kind of weren't really taken to it. And he's on stage, and you know the way Bill Burr's on stage where he's like, arm again on the mic stand, like swinging it about like that there. And he's like, but I'm pissing myself side stage. I'm fucking loving it. And he's like, yeah, you guys aren't really taking to it, but I can hear a comic here laughing, so I know there's something there. And then he looks over, winks at me. Sir, instant route.
Oh! I was like,
and so I was flustered. Like.
Was it like that bit in the Elvis movie?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, when I'm going, yeah.
Bill Burr was the big swinging Elvis dong, and I was, a horny teen girl.
Horny teen girl throwing her knickers. Just wringing them out.
Oh, sorry, the next boxers were wet. And I was just like, this is fucking incredible. And then he came off stage and got a wee fist bump off him. Michael took a picture of it. He was all giddy at the side watching. Yeah. And then, I just had to follow him. And you think... where you're like, oh, fuck someone like that. You know, you don't want to go up after them. Mm-hmm. But he's so good and the audience are so excited that he's even there that you're just riding a momentum of excitement. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like the best spot of the show probably.
Oh, yeah. I'd imagine. Like, yeah, they're like paying attention now.
Yeah.
Class.
But it was so fun. And
your set was good?
Yeah, I had a great time. And I hate most sets I do. So, that was a good thing for me. I came off and I was like, oh, yeah, that was actually fucking pretty good. Like. And it was just a cool moment.
Did you get the end of your set and be like, I've been on McCann and give it up one more time for Bill Burr. Thank you. Giant cheer. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, it was good crack.
That's great.
It was very good now. And as I said to you, if I was a bit more shameless and a bit more cutthroat, I'd have said to him, come on down and do the Bog, the new stand-up night in New York, hottest new bar show in New York.
Give him the date. What's
8th
the
of
date?
March.
8th of March.
Ernie O'Malley's.
New York. You put up a poster for it, and I immediately was like, "Man, that is absolute ass. Let me make you a different one."
So I was on FaceTime to Liam.
Liam. That's where my you're like, I can't even watch this go on. I was like,
Liam made the poster.
For fuck's sake.
Liam made the poster on Canva. God bless him, right? And I'm on FaceTime audio to him. Geddis texts me and goes, have you a picture of the two of you together? And I said to Liam on FaceTime, I was like, listen, I know him extremely well, and I know that this is him subtly saying, that poster is an absolute pile of shite, let me make you a new one. But he didn't take any offense to it. He was like, yeah, I know. Like,
mine wasn't much better, there was only like a couple of photo options. No.
You could, there's a certain artist eye to it.
It's cleaned up a bit. Like that's the best I could do. But the other one, I was like, man, no one's going to that.
No, it was sexy.
Yeah, man, we're just living the same type of life, man. You're going on after Bill Burr. I'm going to Strabane and whatever. It's fucking class, man.
Yeah,
Strabane, Monaghan.
Yeah, you had a belter at the Squealing Pig.
Man, I had 3 absolute fucking full hat trick of screamers in a row.
3-peat. I was saying, I didn't want to hype it up too much, but I knew Squealing Pig would be fun.
Squealing Pig was good. It was fucking just one of them days where like, just like numerous things going wrong. Just fucking trying to pump up the car tire. By the way, see where I live? I was like, oh shit. All day I was like, man, I've got to go to Monaghan here, for fuck's sake. Got in the car, Google mapped it. 16 miles away. I was like, I didn't know I was 16 miles away from, the Republic of Ireland. I was like, that's how close it is.
Yeah.
I was there in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on here? Cut my hand the second I get in the building. One of them days, you're like, what happened here?
Yeah.
Went in, opened some door, briefly felt my hand hit something, and then I was chatting away and looked down, blood lashing out of my finger. I was like, what sort of day is this? Like,
yeah, it's a day for me.
Had to get the bar guy to get me a wee plaster, a wee blue one.
Yeah,
like a chef. And the owner of it, he was like, "What? Here are you again?" And I'm Colin. He goes, "All right, can we get a photo?"
Ask for a photo after how you are.
I don't know who you are, like, but all the Wayans seem very excited and all.
Yeah.
So, ended up getting a photo of him.
That's a shrewd businessman there.
I got a photo of him that the daughter took. The daughter works there. The son comes in. He goes, "Get the daughter in for a photo." Son takes the photo. Other member of staff walks past. He goes, "You get in too."
Jesus Christ, the whole family?
Realised the fucking phone off to someone else who works there. Just adding on the whole family. Hold on, they ring your ma. She comes in from the house.
It's the new family portrait, nice.
But that gig was fucking pumping. Like, do you see? You've done it.
Yeah, it's fucking very tasty.
It looks like the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Had a great time, sweating. You know what I did? I'm a guy who just basically binned a tour show. 45 minutes, bro. 45 minutes.
That's comedy there.
That's
just how it is.
That's me quitting, too.
You a cut finger and all?
Maybe I cut me down a pint and a half of blood out of my finger.
Bloodbath coming out of you.
Aye.
You still did that?
Me, low iron levels. 45 minutes.
Just dedicated to the craft.
The whole weekend's fucking just one nightmare after another. I should have worn my Wild Ireland hat. Yeah. I should have actually bought one. I swear to God, I was in the fucking gift shop, and like if you've ever ordered merch or looked at hats and all, I picked up the hat and I was like, that's a good hat there, and I'm like in the labels of it. Man, what is that? Beachfield.
Man, I love gift shop swag. I love it.
Oh, this was high quality gift shop swag.
I bought like a fucking Niagara Falls t-shirt. Like, I'm a sucker for a gift shop. Like,
yeah, I have a Wild Ireland hat. It's white. It's gangster.
Sexy.
I'll wear it in the next podcast. It's pretty cool, but it's good. Something about taking our son to zoos. We've found out. Tried taking him to a zoo in Tenerife. Barfed all over the car. On our way to fucking Donegal, this guy in the back just sprays cornflakes everywhere. Don't know what was going on. And he's absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely everywhere. It took us half an hour at the side of the motorway to clean it up. And then he was sick again, and he was getting used to being sick now. So he'd be like, "I need the cough bag." Then we'd hand him a bag, and he'd go, "Ugh," and then he got a bit in his hand. And he's like, "Help me! Help me! It's on my hand!" And the whole time he's like sick everywhere. He's like, "Where's the Batman?" He had a wee Batman toy that he bulked over and dropped on the floor. And he's like, "Where's the Batman? Where's it? Get me the Batman. Make sure he's okay." Yeah. But what a fun day, you know what I mean? You should go up there.
And do you still find, even when it's your own child, the way we find people vomiting hilarious? Mm-hmm. Just it sets something off on us so we can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Is it still the same if it's your own child in your own car?
No, there's a bit more of a panic in the car.
The fun's taken out of it?
Because you're like, this is everywhere.
Yeah.
It was in like the fucking, the back seat with the speakers in the door.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of mesh over it.
Oh.
It's like in the mesh and all.
I was poking the mesh.
Poking the mesh, gotta get it out. And I made fun of Maureen before we left. I was like, "Where are we going? Fucking the Himalayas for 3 weeks? The amount of shit you're bringing."
Yeah.
As soon as he throws up, she was like, "I told you. That's why I bring spare trousers and spare pants and socks."
Nah, she got you there now.
And I was like, "Fair play."
Well caught.
Yep, I'd have been doing a U-turn going home.
Yeah.
With a naked child covered in sick. Did you ever see a bear up close, bro?
No, never in my life.
It's worth going to just be like, "Holy fuck."
Yeah.
Or a wolf. They got wolves in this motherfucker.
I know the video that you shot looked gorgeous.
That was stunning.
I was saying you took a close-up of a fish, and it looked like one of those videos where if you leave your TV laying for too long, it just starts playing screensavers.
Yeah, I'd be out there shooting screensavers.
4K shit.
Yeah.
Truly fascinating.
I'm a fucking adolescent prick. There's a guy doing a tour, and he had like a bit of an American accent, but he'd been in Donegal for a while, and you talk about, he chats about one thing and then you follow him around to the next one, and they had, by the way, the whole purpose of this place is they're going like, all of these animals existed in Ireland at some point. And I'm like, you're full of shit. Like, there couldn't have been a bear here. And then they're like, oh yeah, there would have been, this is like hundreds of thousands of years ago when like land masses were together and the fucking things marched across and all. And then Brexit. But, I was like, thank fuck, you know what I mean? At some point there was like wolves and deer, Sika deers and all this here shit. And then apparently they've got an island with like 3 Barbary macaques on it, right? Which is a monkey, right? And he was basically going, he was basically going, Barbary Macaque, it wasn't exactly native to Ireland, but he was basically saying like they found the bones of one. So like some fucking, wealthy person back in the day, he's like, give us an old fucking monkey. And he had a monkey and they found the thing. But this guy said macaque 500 times. Yeah. And everyone's sitting around like listening to this guy. And I'm like, oh.
That's very enjoyable.
And he's like, the macaque has a little stump. It doesn't really have a tail. It's just, and this particular macaque. And he just kept saying, I was like, oh my God, I need to fucking leave right now. Just say the monkey. Just say monkey. Stop saying macaque over and over again.
Fucking that turbulence. I fucking query Barbary Macaques. Barbary and the Macaques. Oh fuck.
That was a good day out now.
That is a fun. Animals live, some crack.
Animals live.
Some crack. Like I went to an aquarium one time on mushrooms whenever I was in Canada, and so you see a jellyfish in real life, like not on a phone screen, not on a computer. You see it hang in real life. That's 5 hours of your life gone.
Explorers used to have like a circular tank, which magnified the water loads, and then it was filled with loads of wee tiny jellyfish. And I was like, get that in my house,
man.
I was like, get that in the fucking middle of the kitchen.
Quite the spectacle to consume with eyelids.
Oh yeah,
mad.
It's really you should be
otherworldly,
an art critic. Quite the spectacle to use the eyes on. But the jellyfish are
Barbary Macaques.
Barbary Macaque. This is quite a large macaque.
That sounds like a prank phone call you would make.
Yeah, you know, just keep saying macaque. This macaque has a winter coat on at the minute.
Gravy chip for Phil Macaque. Phil Macaque. We got a Phil Macaque.
And I had a couple of fucking, you down here for a bit of material, are you?
Oh,
and you go, hi. What about wolves?
We see a sweet new 20 on wolves I've got.
Yeah. Wolves as well in the flesh.
Oh, yeah.
There was only 3 in this enclosure, but you'd be like, man, if there was a fucking gang of these motherfuckers, you'd shit your... And they're just like running up and down.
One wolf would be alone would be enough to make me shit myself.
Yeah, you'd barber the cacks.
3 of them. Oh, that's Barbary Macaque territory.
And they're just pacing. They're probably just going like, man, let me at these toddlers.
Yeah.
I would fucking have a field day.
Oh, yeah. It's like tapas.
Oh, yeah. You know? Just dying to eat something like.
Yeah.
What must you have to feed them? Just chucking a sheep every once in a while?
I don't know what the fuck you'd even go with.
And huge too. Wolves are huge.
I'd love to see, every year.
Did I? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
Well, there's really nothing to it, but every year we would give the St. Bernard the leftovers of the Christmas dinner.
Oh, yeah.
In a pot. And it makes a queer fucking tuck at it. So I can't imagine a wolf tucking into the same.
You do get some lunatics that are like feeding their dogs raw meat. Mm-hmm. It's probably healthy for it, like, but I've seen videos where some guy will have a Rottweiler and he'll be like, oh, I got fucking 2 chicken breasts for you. Guy just gives the dog a giant chicken breast and he goes, huff.
Yeah.
It's like waiting for the next one.
Yeah.
Didn't even bite it. Just gulped it on down.
Oh, it's absolutely terrifying.
Did I tell you about I went back to jiu-jitsu?
Yes.
Did I tell you about the dogs?
No.
So I got a message. Did I talk about this with McCartney briefly or something?
Briefly.
I'll tell you. I got a message from Ryan Roddy at Yoda, martial arts, and he's like, sick of listening to you talk about jiu-jitsu, I'll just come down and do it. And I was like, sweet. And then a few back and forward messages. Here's the address. Just follow the signs down the lane. He goes, there's 3 big dogs, but they're like electronically penned in, so they can't even get over to you. Mm-hmm. And I pulled up, and this motherfucker, like, looking in the window of the car. Great Dane.
Oh, Jesus.
Just pulled up. Just looking in the window. And I'm like, fucking hell, bro.
That's my room 101 there.
Room 101. Big dog. Window height dogs.
Yeah.
But see, I
can't drive either. I'd be fucked.
But I went one week, got absolutely molested. And then the next week, rinse and repeat, you know, just absolutely fucking smashed. Paul Hughes was coming in after to do his session, you know, world famous MMA fighter. Shout out. And I could hear the dogs barking outside, and I was like, oh fuck, the dogs have eaten someone alive. I'm just joking, like, dogs have eaten someone alive out there. And I'm chatting to them, and I'm like, see you later, boys, right, take it easy. Open the door, and the three of them just went like towards me, and I just went clunk and shut the door, and they fucking like laughed their heads off. And I was like, I guess I'll just hang out, maybe watch the session.
Yeah. And
then he's like, nah, come here, watch this. And he walks outside, and literally the dogs, there's like an invisible line that the dogs can't go past. And he's like, they'd love to get over for a bit, you know, for a bit of a pet, but they just fucking stop at the barrier.
No, thank God. All dogs should have that. On
my foot at the minute, I go to the second session, doing a brief warm up. He's like, oh, we're on the circle here, skip round a bit, warm up, and I just fucking bring my foot down in between two mats, over my ankle. It's purple.
Currently
purple. Purple foot.
That's what you don't bother with exercise.
This is it. You know, like, oh, you know, probably too old to be getting into boxing. Get brain damage. What's the alternative? Go to jiu-jitsu.
Break your foot. Purple
fucking
foot.
Ankle lock myself.
Like Barney foot, yeah.
No one even touched me. Oh, it was Barney foot. It was Barney foot. Your foot goes a weird. It looks like someone's put makeup on it.
Oh,
it's just green, slowly. You know, nice gradient of color into purple.
And it's so funny too, because you know, whenever like we're chatting about doing boxing or jiu-jitsu, and you're talking about all the ways you can just get royally fucked up.
Yeah.
And it is just, you know, a misstep on a mat.
Oh, that's
what we'll do.
It's the Steve Irwin effect.
Yeah.
You know, fight crocodiles.
Death by jellyfish?
No, like fight crocodiles your whole life, and then, you know, fucking Stingray does you in.
Oh, that's right. It was Stingray, yeah.
Or Schumacher, you know what I mean? Life in Formula 1, falls off the skis, wrecked.
Yeah.
It's sad times. Colin McRae, you know? Helicopter takes him out after a lifetime of, you know, flying about in a car.
Yeah. Kobe, same.
Life of Duncan. Helicopter takes him out. Dunk that helicopter.
Life of Duncan.
Speaking of martial arts, you did your New York tapes with. Get on the Patreon, listen to New York tapes with Eric Kelly.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. Make sure you get on over there and sign up for all your bonus episodes. We're on a different schedule now. We're going to have 2 Patreons answering your questions per month with me and Aaron. You've got the New York tapes.
Yes.
There's already 2 episodes up there. I'll be doing a monthly unnamed podcast with Mark McCartney. It's all up there. And we do encourage you to sign up for free, because there will be chunks uploaded from the Patreon episodes for free. It's totally for free. And it's a good place to be for all the news and announcements and whatnot on over there. So it's patreon.com/the Bomb Squad pod. Cheers, guys.
Folks, 2nd of May, we're doing the SSA Arena in Belfast. If you enjoy this podcast and you want to see it live in an arena setting, get yourself tickets. There's not that many left.
There's not that many left, and you might look at the map and go, "Jesus Christ, they're not good seats and all," but they're all good seats. We're paying an absolute motherfucking fortune for screens.
Please buy tickets.
You watch it from the fucking car park. Don't watch it from the car park. Watch it from the arena. But it's going to be absolutely great times.
Couple of surprises.
Couple
of sneaky wee bits and pieces.
Whatever. Fucking full Monty at the end.
Yeah.
Dicks out. 2nd of May, 2025. Get your motherfucking ticks. We'll see you there.
Good luck.
Folks, this is a paid advertisement from BetterHelp.com.
Guys, support systems are very important. Think about the people that you look up to. They don't have all the answers by themselves, but they know when to ask questions from the people around them.
Tell you what, guys, in a society that glorifies hyper-independence, we forget that we're better when we have a support system around us.
Therapy is one way to create a great support network that surrounds you. It's very helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just reserved for those who have experienced major trauma, etc.
With over 5,000 therapists in the UK, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise in mental health. Build your support system with BetterHelp. Our listeners of the Bomb Squad pod get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BSP. That's betterhelp.com/BSP, which of course stands for
Bomb Squad pod.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to BetterHelp. Man, you're taking a real beating in them comments with
man.
that accent.
Don't chat.
Couple of beers.
I know. I fully McDowell out. Like,
fucking man.
it was
Hi,
stage 5 McDowell.
Stage 5 McDonald's.
I know. And I called you up and you were like, man, I totally get it. You know, you're like, you're chatting to a fucking very intimidating guy
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't just start mimicking him so that he understood you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I just take my jokes. And he's like, me jokes? You Irish is a motherfucker. First of all, Americans can't wrap their head around the fact that people talk different.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I'm from a different country, you fucking agent.
It's so subconscious that I didn't even realize until it was out. Because then I was like, wait, what? And then I listened back to it and I was like, oh my God. But you don't know at the time that you're doing it like.
That's crazy. But it wasn't even like, I was trying to explain it in the car earlier. I was like, it's not even like it's not your accent. It's just what would you call it? The inflection of an American.
Yeah.
So how did you get into boxing? You know, that sort of vibe?
Yeah.
Fuck them anyway. It's hilarious. Sorry, Dick.
Well, Eric then, like literally the next day, it's totally gone to his head. It's completely gone to his head. I should have never have given that motherfucker any sort of airtime. He's out of control now. He's absolutely lost.
Like, you need this Colin motherfucker? Can I just fly? Can I just fly over once a month?
Next day after that podcast, so
he's been Madison Square Garden. Bomb Squad Live. Eric Kelly out McCann.
The next day, like
Yankee Stadium.
I literally scraped myself off the bed for that podcast because I had a serious fucking flu. I was bedridden for like 3 days. Cut it off, Eric. Because he was fucking holding up the pads, he was sniffling away. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Boxing gym.
And he couldn't even catch his snotters because it was just, he was holding up the pads.
Yeah.
So he's just fucking leaking the whole time. And I'm like, I'm definitely catching whatever this bastard has.
Gross.
So then, bedridden for about 3 days, script myself off, do the podcast with him. This motherfucker, by the way, shows up to the studio, right? And I'm like, nothing is ever like, you know, it's always chaos with him. Mm-hmm. It's always chaos. And I'm flustered the entire time. I'm fucking stone manning out.
Yeah.
So I see him outside and he goes, yo, Aaron, man, this podcast, is it going to be like audio or is it going to be like you see me and shit? And I was like, oh, you'll be saying like, it's going to be video as well. He's like, shit, man, I got to get a hat. My waist is all fucked up. And I was like, oh, come on, sure, we'll go get a hat. Man, this guy bombards in the Foot Locker. And just like first sales rep, he sees hats. First sales rep just goes hats, and then the person like points over here, danders over, looks at the hats, picks a red one, goes up to the till, and then buys it. We go back to the studio. We get inside the studio, record. Everything's grand. Next day, I wake up. And I literally roll over to fucking post the episode. And then I'm like, right, I'm going back to bed here. Roll over and go back to sleep. I wake up. This man's called me 4 times. He sent me 2 messages. And one of them is, get on IG Live right now. I'm calling you out. And I was like, again, what a thing to wake up to. Like, I literally just came out of the land and
heartbeat through the roof.
And I'm looking at this. So I get myself out of bed and I go on IG Live. He's in the gym by himself, roaring and shouting. Be like, yo, Aaron, where you at? I've been up since 5:30 this morning. What's your bitch ass done today? And I was like, I'm fucking sick as a dog. Yeah. So I'm going back and forth with him on IG Live. And he goes, get down to the gym, man. So then I was like, all right, fuck it. So I go to the gym and I
Did you have a session like booked in?
No. Nothing booked in. Nothing booked in. And I get down to the gym and he's got his feet up on the desk and all. And he's like, you crying on IG Live like a bitch. You crying like a bitch. You ain't sick. And I was like, I caught it off you. And he's like, man, I've been in here every day working. Working don't stop. Working don't stop, baby. And I was like, all right, come on then, let's do it. And he fucking... That was the worst session by far.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
And like, you know, you're still flued up, so you can't even move how you would move. And how you are moving, you're having to use every bit of fucking motivation and drive you have. So it's just not there. Like, the tank is empty. And then there was one point where he had me doing like circuits. And I literally went to Boke.
Nice.
I literally like did the stop motion. And he's like, what you stopping for? And then I literally went... right? And he goes, don't do it, Aaron. Don't fucking vomit on my floor, because you gonna regret that shit. And so now I'm trying to like hold down Boke the whole time. Not kiss.
That's what you do. That's, you know, you could do that. You could Boke in a fucking boxing gym and they wouldn't wipe it up for 2 years.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's like them girls doing deadlifts, pissing all over the floor. No?
What?
Did you ever see that?
No.
Girls will like rip a big deadlift and, you know, there's just so much pressure in your torso, you just pish.
Yeah.
Just one of them things.
Yeah.
It's a grimy game. You should have been like, that's how hard I'm trying.
Yeah.
Boked all over the guy.
Oh no, I couldn't. I wouldn't dare boke because again I was flued up, so it was 3 days of just like liquid lunches. Oh. A lot of ramens, a lot of fuzz,
God damn.
all that shit. Brothy.
I've had enough of Boke this week.
I've had enough.
But yeah, he's. I mean, we might have to fly him over for the live thing.
I've already passed it by him.
Yeah, I think it would be a hard man to keep a rein on. You know, you'd have to bring him out for like a feature in the podcast.
You'd have to get one of them dog collars.
And then, electric dog collar, you know, once he's had about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, that don't do shit to me, you know. Yeah. He'd be sitting there fucking, you know, 2 hours, 45 minutes later, and he'd still be going off.
Chris, my producer in New York, was fucking terrified of him. Like, because I just kind of sprung it on him. Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, Eric goes to the toilet, and Chris goes, who is this? And I was like, just strap in and enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride.
Who was I talking? I was talking to someone after that Monaghan gig, and I said about you doing the Patreon podcast with him. And the guy was like, oh, is that the trainer? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? He's like, oh, I thought it was just like a mate of his, like a comedian or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy, like.
That's the guy. That's the guy.
But whether you think it or not, he's our best buddies now.
Oh, yeah. Listen.
He wouldn't be hanging, but he wouldn't be going to shows and all if he
called it at the start. You know, big hard man.
He's like Schoolboy Q and Mac Miller.
Yeah.
That's what it's like, an unlikely friendship.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Yeah. Truly. He respects my knowledge on hip hop too. Yeah. He likes that.
Yeah.
But then I was wearing fucked up royally the other day, and you know me with hip hop lyrics, like I could. It's all I think about. It's all I have up here.
Yeah.
Just bars on bars.
Bars on bars.
I was wearing the Biggie t-shirt.
Yeah.
And he goes, what line did he throw at me? He goes, what did he say? He goes, birthdays was the worst days, and we shipped champagne when we first day. And then he goes, next line. And I was like, and he goes, next line. And I was like, I was like, Eric, you know, there's some drawing blanks. He rapped the whole thing, just walking about the gym.
Yeah, you should have been like, I'm more of a deep cut guy, you know what I mean? That's a pop song, you know what I mean?
But then he caught me out there. He's like singing the whole verse to himself, and then he goes, and if you don't know, now you know. And he looked at me, and I went, friend. And he pissed himself off. But his current business venture is Jim Jones called out Cameron on the Breakfast Club to a boxing match, and there's a possibility now of the two of them having like some sort of a celebrity boxing match.
Right.
And Big Eric is straight in there. He wants it. He wants to train either Jim Jones or Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Imagine you just heading down the gym with a banana. Cameron's there.
Oh, what?
Dip set. You're there with that wee quadrant from Marks and Spencer's. That's my dip set there. Guacamole, garlic, taco, and fucking tzatziki.
I had you on FaceTime too, leaving the gym. You heard me going to Tony.
I love the way you do a podcast with Eric, you know, and get slagged for like, you know, giving yourself that international. What do they call that accent?
It's like radio.
It's like radio, TV. But they have a term for it. It's like it's not international. It's like intercontinental or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you go all fucking daddy blah with him, and then you walk into some fucking Greek fella, and you're like, well, lad, ain't fucking bananas in this gal for what?
Tony loves
but
it.
But water, I fucking no fucking tropical Red Bulls back in the day.
Tony loves it.
What's a banana going for in his shop?
I haven't bid for one yet.
He gives you the bananas.
That's one thing about Tony now. You don't reach your hand in your pocket for a $5.
Really?
He'll just throw them at you.
Do you get a bit of guilt and have to buy something?
Oh, I treat him well.
You treat him well?
I treat him well. Every time I go in now, he goes, like usually I'd go in after the gym and I had a phase where I was just buying like a bacon, egg and cheese. I'm like, give me something dirty and greasy, but I'm trying to be a bit better. And now whenever I walk in, if I'm ever buying anything, it's usually just like a fucking water and like I'll get a banana too or whatever. And then he's like, what about a sandwich? Every time, what about a sandwich?
I'm always down for a sandwich, baby. You know what I mean? I love a fucking sandwich right now.
He makes a lovely sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a shop near me has bodega vibes about it because they've got all the like the standard setup for a small shop where like all the chocolate is on a big display and then a wee till.
Yeah.
But then in the mornings they will do just like bacon baps on that counter.
Yeah.
You know,
it's the best part
of
it.
You'd be like, there's bacon frying here, and then right here there's like bounties and lamb bars now.
It's the best part about living in New York is the bodegas.
Yeah.
And I've got a serious case of bodega belly at the minute.
What does that mean?
A couple of months eating nothing but bodegas, the gut fairly packs on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If anything, Eric's training has reached an equilibrium with the gut. If it wasn't for Eric, I'd be the size of a house.
Wow. I've listened to a couple of podcasts recently where people are talking about, like, it was Irish Affairs one where he's talking about traveling, and he goes, "What is it with American food?" He goes, you can try. He goes, I can go on a holiday to like Europe and eat like a dickhead, just baguettes and croissants and fucking pizza and pasta. And he goes, and you lose weight.
Yeah.
Then you come back home and you're eating this trash.
Man, let me tell you something, right?
Tell me something.
Since going to America,
tell me something.
I definitely have IBS.
I'd be shitting.
I'd be shitting in the States flat out.
Bad shits, hard shits.
Everything that you eat will cause you to shit yourself. It's no wonder half the country has like some sort of dietary requirement or something like that. Over here, it doesn't matter what I eat. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
For the most part. In America, you go out for like a meal out or something, you're shitting the next day, something serious. Taco Bell, forget about it.
Well, that's legendary though.
You ring the bell.
I
ring the bell about twice a week, and I pay for it the next day.
Wow.
Ring Sting Central.
That's crazy.
And by the way, 70 items in that menu, it all tastes the same.
Oh, well, of course.
It all just tastes of miscellaneous meat.
Oh, God.
Just scrumped together.
And is it that good that you keep ordering it frequently?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I even...
Because I know how I would lose a run of myself, which is those deli sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I would be fucking probably breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
And then do a gig and then be like, I'm a bit hungry, and I'll be at it again.
It's very economical. You know?
What?
Just the classic sandwiches. You could sandwich your old day out.
There's no doubt what I would do.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Sandwiched to death.
Yeah.
That's what I would. Listeria hanging out of me.
Oh, yeah.
Listeria it up.
When I'm back in the drink as well, went on a 3-day bender. First week back. Had a lovely time. The as you know, when the missus walked out, she took all her gifts.
Yeah.
The one gift that she did not take, $50 Taco Bell gift card, baby.
Real bad man.
Nice.
So I got absolutely blutered, and I spent every dime of it.
50?
$50.
50 ding on...
I traded the whole crew.
Yeah?
Crew love.
The bell's on me.
I rung the bell for the whole squad.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Get that toilet roll in the fucking freezer.
But on the second night, we went to a lock-in at I probably shouldn't say the bar actually, but
illegal.
Lovely Irish bar, and the vibes is like staying in after, having a couple of whiskeys, smoking beans indoors. Lovely time, right?
Bad hair.
But they were doing like a trad weekend celebration. And so every bar, there was trad music on from 3 till 2 o'clock in the morning. Just non-stop fiddly-diddly-dee music. And there was one night we were all hammered and we went in and we were all chatting and fucking everyone's very loud and all. And then this group of ones just turned around to us and go, shh.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then literally everyone got dead silent. So just this one wee old boy could just play the fucking
On Ragland Road.
Yeah. I forgot that was a thing. Everyone turned to me and was like, why the fuck didn't you warn us? And I was like, I'll be honest.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
Like everyone's in there and they're all like fucking, everyone's fucking loud and American. And they're all like, can I get like 4 Jamesons and a couple of gin? Shh.
Yeah.
And then just cut to rise along, come on. And then it just gets like progressively louder. and everyone's kind of just standing there.
But like, how are you to know that that's coming up?
Well, you don't. And also, this is 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah.
everyone is, for lack of a better term, shit-faced.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I mean, that... Yeah, maybe when you get deep into the lock-in, when people start dropping off, you know, and maybe the whole band can't be arse playing. Maybe some guy does a wee song by himself. But you can't be... I've witnessed that before. The prime time shush. Shh. You're like, what do you mean shush?
Oh, this one
What did I come out of the house for?
Bro, this one I
Came out to Golder.
She really leaned into it. She had the old witch's finger.
Yeah.
Just put it over her mouth and really leaned into it. It would nearly blow you away. Yeah. The force of it. Just literally old finger over the mouth. With them dead lips.
I know, like.
I'll know. Felt like a question mark.
Yeah.
Just nailed over.
Yeah. Be the last fucking shush you ever do. Put the hearing aid back in, you fucking hear.
Fucking George Shush over here.
What?
But it was it is funny how Catholic music is fiddly diddly dee and Protestant music is boca boca bo.
Excuse me?
That's a lambeg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it was like I was in the room.
But can you imagine the same thing? There's like your
3 boys in the corner. Aggressive.
Oh fuck.
Boys just drowning fucking pints of tenants. Blue double KTs.
It is so funny though how like there's such a great, that's one thing that I didn't get in LA is there is a great Irish community in New York.
Yeah.
You know, so if you ever are homesick or you want a wee taste of home, you go to one of these fucking bars, everyone in there is from like literally either, there's no in between, it's either the outskirts of Tyrone
Yeah.
or like Dublin city folk.
Yeah.
You know, or like country people from down south as well.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's mad. Like, you forget the amount of Irish people that are in New York.
Well, do you know what's even worse with the shushing? I've been shushed in a bar when it wasn't even the band. You know, there's like a wee corner. They got a wee session going on. They shushed the whole place for like one of the locals who can barely talk, let alone sing. And then he has a go and everyone has to fucking... Although one of the funniest things was Maureen's dad's mate. I'll not give any names away, but this guy... of course the song has fucking, 14 verses in it, So he's like, it's always some woman called Kathleen or something. He's like, Kathleen, right? He's warbling away, and then he would get to the end and take, as if he was about to stop. And this guy would be like, fair play to the answer, good job there, fair play. And then he would just keep going.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah. He's doing every 14 verse.
Talk about ruining the crack, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Everyone just go completely silent to listen to this long song.
The only time I have shushed and meant it, like shushed with authority, is at a comedy show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the whole thing requires a bit of silent attention.
And I think I might have done it at the cinema when I was drove to my limits.
I've had it up to my back teeth.
Sometimes people just do take the hand talking in the pictures.
Me and oh god, who was leaving? It was me and McCartney leaving Lavery's, and we walked around Botanic, and we're walking to the car park, and some girl was shouting at the window like, Dolly, like from... I didn't even know there were like apartments, but like above, like where the shop is in Botanic, like the Spar or whatever, like across the road and up there. And you hear us going, Dolly, and the guy literally went, will you fuck up? On the quiet street. And me and McCartney were like talking about something, and then we heard that, and he just went, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
it was just the conversation ender.
It was gorgeous.
It was class.
It was Belfast ASMR.
I'm just keeping an eye on the clock here. We've a couple of recaps to do, guys. We were on the Henry VIII banter last week.
Yes.
James messages here. Big congrats, episode 100. Fun fact: royalty of history employed a person as groom of the stool. So we were joking about this, being Henry VIII's arsewiper. Coveted position as they were often privy to a lot of the king or court's inner thoughts and machinations. And it was a position of some power. So there he is, groom of the stool.
There you go.
The royal shit wiper.
What a royal title for wiping someone's hole.
I know.
Fuck, I'd say if he was wiping Henry's hole,
Oh god,
that's a dark abyss to stare into.
that is.
That's some slit to clean.
Groom of the Stool, the guy. I'd be like, man, you're on 24-hour call. I want you fucking sleeping on a seat.
That Henry'd be a double hander.
But then again, you know, it's like if you want to get some inside information, you put a death threat out in the Groom of the Stool. You'd be like, next time his cheeks are spread, man, I want you to get some fucking information out of this motherfucker. Ask him about certain things.
Well, it makes sense because, you know, you're in a very vulnerable position.
Oh, you're a gate?
If you're having your arse wiped by another man, and I'm sure it would lead you to a false sense of security.
Yeah.
With this man who you don't know.
Yeah. The guy's just wiping your ass, being like, sure, who am I going to tell? I just stay here and wipe your ass.
Do you think he gets real nice with it? You know the way you see them videos of like, you know, guys doing the butter, the popcorn at the cinema, and they're fucking.
He'd be like one of them fellas comes out in like Dubai when you've ordered a baklava.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And they're kind of doing nothing. You could absolutely just walk out and set it down, but they're like, bit of cream.
Yeah.
He'd be like that.
Yeah.
He would be like fucking pulling out a big bit of bog roll, if it even exists, folding it in the midair. You know, he'd be fucking going at it.
It'd be nice to have an old wiper of the shite, you know, the Groom of the
But
Stool.
I'm just thinking about like just the real estate of having another grown man in a toilet with you.
Well, it's just,
It would need to be a spacious toilet.
it's off the times, you know. It was just very much normalised back then. That, you know, sign of wealth, I suppose, as well, and power to have your own arse wiper.
I would say it was a sign of wealth to even wipe your ass. You know, let alone have an ass wiper.
Yes, there would have been a scarcity in toilet roll
Yeah.
that had been reserved for exclusively the upper class.
Oh, without a doubt. But I was just thinking, like, if I had one, you know, the guy would be like, there'd be another man there to wipe your ass. So he'd be like, oh, well, that toilet's quite close to the wall, so I'm going to have to go left-handed this time. Do you mind if I do it with a left hand? And he'd be like, well, it's your only option, really.
You could not fit another man in our bathroom.
That's what I mean.
Like you've been in the toilet of my ma's house. You're not getting a Groom of the Stool in there.
No.
Not a chance.
He'd be wiping, you'd have to go, you know, baby change style.
Yeah.
You'd have to go on your back.
Yeah.
Spread them.
It might be one of those things, though, you know, you get done once and you're like, man, I can't go back to life without a Groom of the Stool.
Yeah, you probably the muscle memory would leave you.
It'd be so
you go
pristine.
3 months without wiping your own hole, and then you go to do it again. You're like, man, I've really lost my touch.
Yeah.
Smeared this all up my ass crack.
Yeah. It'd be like whenever you go to a barber and they offer you the hot towel, and you're like, oh, well, I'm just going to get this every time now.
Yeah.
It'd be the same with the Groom of the Stool.
Hot towel up the ass would be nice.
That would be tough.
For who?
The Groom of the Stool.
The Grim is still there. Yeah, they're not reusing them. That's for the bin.
They have to get immediately discarded.
That's for the bin.
Very crafty looking man to be, you know, deduced to such a title.
Yeah, well, I would say, you know, to be good at that job, you would have to be a sneaky little imp, you know.
Rat.
Couldn't be like a big butch man being like, bend over, Henry.
Yeah.
Make up that ass.
Wiping the whole of the 8 would be some undertaking.
That's you get a, you know, like a military award for that.
Oh yeah.
Purple Cross or whatever it's called.
Look at this hole. Spotless. That's my job. That's my craft.
Yeah. People come from all around to look at the clean dot.
Yeah. The clean dot of the king. Sounds like a children's book.
Look at my ass.
Not a dingleberry in sight.
No. Dinked out. Let's play. We also played this video. We got a shout out from our boy.
Shout out to our boy.
John. Did you watch this video? He came back at us.
You know why?
Wait a minute. Is this the one?
Hong Kong.
I've downloaded the wrong one. I fucked it anyway. He gave us a shout out, but and he was like, "Oh, I got my 2 minutes of fame on the Bomb Squad podcast and all."
Gentleman, a scholar.
Gentleman. And you know what? I think we would get on just fine. Because guess where the big man is?
Lee Garden.
Lee Garden.
I might be on a diet here, with the bat straight out the window. We're sitting here at Lee Gardens here. Came down for a bit of grub here. We're excited to get a bit of food here. So I got a dim sum today. Dim sum is flipping awesome. You know what I got here today? Flipping chicken feet.
Flipping chicken feet. There's a vlog waiting to happen.
The boys tried chicken feet.
Me, you, Big John, Bosh. Boshing it up on a bowl of chicken feet.
I'd bosh him, no bother.
Huh?
I would bosh with him, no bother.
Yeah, we could bosh it out. But he's a man of culture, obviously. You know, no wonder there was some sort of connection going on there. I was like, this guy's going to be big online. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And then it turns out he is a man of quality. He's in the Lee Gardens.
Having the chicken feet.
Having the dim sum and the fucking, whatever that tea is, looks like pish.
Tell you what, fucking, I'd say the shades after that would make a Groom with a Stool clock out.
Oh yeah, Groom will still be handing his P45.
Yeah, they didn't have chicken feet back then. Or broths.
I'd love a Lee Garden right now.
So would I. Come on, we'll go for one to fuck.
Just an absolute cloister.
Sunday dinner.
A Sunday cloister. How very Jewish of us. But there he is, our boy John.
Legend.
Class.
Love to see it.
That's what he says there. Secret to my soft skin. Chicken feet.
Correlation between the feet and the skin?
Well, it's full of collagen, which is good for the skin.
Yes.
You know, it's the sort of shit Maureen would pay good money for. Collagen.
I got a compliment on my skin the other week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Just said very clear.
Eric Kelly?
No.
Sexy ass motherfucking skin. It's because you fat, keeping it all tight. No, Ozempic face. No collagen. Getting all fucking all I guess here.
Yeah, kind of.
We're collagened up.
Yeah, and that's why we won't go in the Zampies.
Exactly. I'm Collagen Geddis.
Yeah.
That face stays plump.
You do have good skin too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you have good skin.
Not after that fucking jiu-jitsu session the other day.
No.
Free fucking derma abrasion.
And I'll get to the faces and I'll bring it up.
There was moments when I was doing jiu-jitsu where it felt like someone maybe threw a gi jacket over my head and then reversed the caravan on top of me. Yeah. That's the sort of pressure it felt like.
Did you get mat burn yet?
No mat burn. I've had it before.
Oh fuck, that's one thing I don't miss about judo.
I had a mat burn on the top of the foot from judo and it didn't heal for about 8 weeks.
It's a fucker.
Because you just have to keep putting socks and shoes on and then you take it off, peels it again.
Oh, you feel it every time you put on your socks.
It's disgusting.
Every fucking time.
I had a few proper, like you take the shoe off.
Aye.
I had a pair. What do you hear this? This is the worst. I had that mat burn on my foot and it was just seeping.
Oh god.
And then I put on these brown shoes for something. I was only a young kid, like going to something, like a wedding or something. And the brown shoe, the dye came off the leather onto the sock, which was of course white. You know what I mean? Swag.
Yeah, player.
With the seepage. So the sock looked like you pulled it out of your asshole.
I've had that before. I've had heel seepage.
Oh.
Like an old blister in the heel because you've wore something that was too tight or whatever, and then you take the sock off and it's just fucking tie-dyed yellow at the back.
Oh god.
Rotten.
Dirty bastard.
It's disgusting. Bodies are disgusting.
They are, man.
So rotten.
Who told you you had nice skin?
Matty.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
Who's he?
Behave.
I mean, is that not the girl talk for just like?
I don't think so. I think it's just been nice.
You got nice skin on my face. Do you see the cross section of that pipe?
The cross section of pipe.
I was, Eddie's been going to Gaelic football. You know, and then we'll take him to rugby, and we'll get him into all the sports. But I don't know if I mentioned this before, but he's on a warning from Maureen. Because he is quite athletic, runs in there, rifles the ball everywhere, and he obviously booted the ball. Like there's a load of mums and dads come to the thing, and sometimes they've got like younger kids, and there's a woman sitting there with like a fucking 1-year-old on her knee, and Eddie just volleys the ball, hits her in the face. And Maureen was having a serious conversation with him, and she goes, see all the mummies sitting outside, don't be kicking the ball at them, just kick the ball in the hall, don't be kicking the ball at them, because you kicked one that it hit this girl and she had a wee baby and all. And Eddie goes, this is how you know he's going to be alright in life. He goes, yeah, well, I don't think she was being very careful.
God damn, he is your son.
I was like waiting for the sunglasses to drop down. He's like, nah. I was like, this guy's a fucking savage.
What a savage.
That's 5-year-old talk for, that sounds like a you problem.
I mean, he's spitting facts.
He's spitting facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, once that ball leaves my foot, not my responsibility.
Yeah.
You better fucking take care of yourself.
Ball to the face, what a pain.
It's only a wee fucking blow away ball, like. It's not a heavy ball, but...
Jeez, I meant back in the school days, whenever I was you know, pretending to like football, just so I can hang out with the boys.
Rangers top and all.
Oh yeah. Then you get a icy day.
Yeah.
You get a ball to the face. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
You don't recover from that until tea time.
Yeah. Yeah, real football or a real
Jesus
rugby
Christ.
ball. If it ever hits you square in the face, there's about 10 seconds where you're going like, you know, because there's a numbness. You go like, it's sore, but it's numb, and you're going like, I don't know if my eye is out, my nose is broke, all my teeth are missing. There's about 10 seconds where you're like, okay.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
Now you get with a fucking football, like your face goes like fucked.
Or do you ever get one like in the middle of the back?
Never in the middle of the bag. The worst fate you can have as a fat man who's trying to join in a sport that is, you know, usually played by slender men, is when you get a fucking toe poke and the ball hits you right in the stomach.
Yeah.
And you just go down like a fat piece of shit. I had that before. Indoor 5-a-side. And you know the football where it's like, it looks like just a big tennis ball?
Yeah.
The other fat guy in the other team, he hoofed it. And a fat man hoof will go twice the power.
Yeah.
Twice the power.
A lot of weight behind
Especially a toe poke.
Yeah.
You get a fat toe on a ball like that, it's coming at you like a dart.
A fat ingrown toe.
And it hit me in the stomach, sir, and I had to go down, like. Went down, clutching the stomach, on the knees, like. Game continued around me.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck.
I nearly got hospitalised playing rugby once where it was like a kick-off and the other team, they were kicking off and the guy supposed to drop kick it, you know, up in the air, and he scuffed it and it just like skidded along the floor, and it was coming towards me, and as I went to catch it, it was tumbling, and then because it's an egg shape, it just went and bounced up and hit me in the bollocks, and I was waiting on it, it was like and then just like fucking down.
Yeah.
It was, and like I've had numerous injuries doing stuff like that, but it was just like that was the closest I've ever been to, like, you know, can everyone leave me in a quiet room? Do I just count my balls for a second?
Oh, it'll bring you to tears.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You feel like you're going to shit yourself. The pain goes like up your gut.
Yeah.
That sort of pain.
Yeah. I have a ball actually, like, you know, square on the balls, or even worse, is just the tip of the bodily.
Yeah, no,
It'll take the gas out of you.
This was just the whole package.
Yeah.
The dick took a battering.
The surface area of rugby ball, the dick could be worse. You know, because you just got that egg shape coming at you. It's hitting everything.
Yeah, this thing just bounced up, hit me right in the pocket.
Yeah. Right in the pocket?
Yeah. Bad times.
Yeah, I don't miss that.
No.
I'd rather get a fucking clubbed around the head in a boxing thing than take a ball to the fucking nuts.
When's Eric gonna let you spar people?
Well, Colin,
Don't know if it's on the card.
hard to be vulnerable about this, but I'm currently, I think, being slightly bullied in the gym by one member.
Well,
He is fucking with me non-stop.
right.
Every time he comes in. Now, same guy, I'm almost scared to talk about it in case he hears it and beats the fuck out of me, but the same guy will go into the gym, put his phone in the corner of the ring, go on IG Live, and just literally be like, who wants it? Come down here now and spar me. So he's...
And Eric lets this sort of business go on.
Oh, Eric just lets him carry on. And every time he sees me, he goes, get your shit on, let's spar. And he said it to me the other week. I was in the gym and he goes, get your shit on, we're sparring. And I turned to Eric and I was like, this isn't on the card, surely, is it? No. And he's just like, no, don't worry about him. But he keeps trash talking me. And he goes, you think this is a fucking joke? This isn't a joke. Get your shit on, we're sparring. And I'm like, no, I won't do that.
Yeah.
And I said to him, like, I'm only training a couple of weeks, you know? And he turned to me and he goes, well, I'm only back at this for a month. I took years off.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But how many did you?
well, why'd you take the time off? And he said, I went to prison.
Okay.
And then I obviously shit myself. And then Eric burst out laughing and he burst out laughing. They were just fucking with me.
Right.
But at the time I was like, this man's going to kill me.
Jesus Christ. You going in there for a wee bit of boxercise?
Yeah.
And this guy's looking to fucking...
I know I'm in there looking like a fucking dad doing a gym induction. And this guy's like, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But if he has experience, you're like, what fun is that for him?
Well, this is what I mean. Like, do you need an ego boost or what's the crack?
Yeah.
Like, what good does it do you?
Just go out in the street, beat the fuck out of anyone.
What good does it do you? You know what I mean? Like, if you beat me,
Yeah.
but that means nothing. But if I get lucky,
Yeah.
and I club you, You better quit.
Yeah.
You have to quit boxing forever.
Him crawling across the ground trying to log out of IG. Delete it.
It's mad though to just hop on IG Live and be like, who wants it? Get down here now.
I mean, does it ever work?
I've never seen it. I don't think it would be allowed.
Like a full blown.
I don't think it would be allowed. The person would have to be in the boxing realm somewhat.
Yeah.
But I think it is a case of, a lot of fighters follow him, whatever, and
Yeah.
he's just looking for a sparring session.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Rough game.
Lonely enough life.
Aye.
Looking to scrap everybody all day. Do you remember you just want to chat?
Yeah.
We'll go for a sandwich?
Yeah. You know what's funny too? You know what his name is? Chucky. And he says, I don't like you Irish motherfuckers.
Okay.
Because you're loud. You're just loud.
You're loud. You're like, that's rich coming for you.
And you just get knocked out. He's like, you're loud and you just get knocked out.
You're like, I could hear you down the fucking block here.
You ever seen you guys in the pictures? Fucking hell. Trying to watch Inside Out.
Trying to watch Inside Out when you keep it down with the goddams. Oh, Jesus. Well, we get out of here before the fucking immigration come after?
Yeah.
Racist.
Wow.
No.
Oh, God.
Let's do it. Episode 101. We did it.
We did it.
Up the fucking hoods.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive, guys. Cheers for joining us. Have we anything to plug there, Niall?
Aye.
Great.
We'll do it after.
All right. We'll do it separately. Professionalism. See you later, guys. See you
Good luck,
next week.
folks.
Cheers
Look
for
after yourselves.
Cheers for listening. Shout out to Big John there in the Lee Gardens.
Good man, John.
Up the hoods. Hell yeah.
Fun.
Drop.